Quick caveat, I am in no way affiliated or associated with Take That. This isn't a paid sponsorship or advertisement for them. I have no links to them, no ties to them, no connections to them. But Gary, if you're watching, I am happy to be a paid sponsor of your work. You're a genius. I love you. So, what did I learn from Take That? And how can it help you in life, in relationships, in work, in pretty much everything? So last year, I was fortunate enough to go and watch them live. I was never a Take That fan, right? Take That was never my thing. I'm like, listen, I'm not a middle-aged woman, so like Take That's not my thing, okay? Because of that. And then I'm like, right, let's drop the judgments. Let's feel into it. Let's see how it goes. And I started feeling into it. And the music and the lyrics, like, spoke to me a lot. And you ever do that when you're listening to music? You hear and the lyrics go in, and it just speaks to your soul. You're like, whoa, that stuff spoke to me. So, fortunate enough to go and see them. They were supported by Rick Astley. Incredible, absolutely fantastic. But anyway, there's this one song called Everlasting. And I don't know if you've heard it, I don't know if you've listened to it, but it's like a real bouncy, catchy, like upbeat, get your energy going. It actually makes you move, actually gets you dancing. It just like gets inside you. And I love the lyrics to it, I love the words to it, and I love the energy behind it. And if you listen to it on, possibly on their album, but it's definitely on that popular music app that rhymes with Slotify. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say them. There's right at the end of the song, when the song's like cutting out, I don't know if you've heard this bit, but this is the bit that like really spoke to me. And when I was thinking about it was back when I was thinking about, I think it was like last year, when I was thinking about which direction to take my business in, and how do I take like life to the next level and my business to the next level, and like, how can I get more? And I was coming from this place of get. Still done a lot of inner work on this whole get and give kind of thing. But I was coming from this place of, like, how do I get more clients? How do I get more money? How do I get that life that I wanted? And I sort of take that, I'm like, they've, like, got it all. They've not just got, like, the money and the fame, but they've got, like, the love. They've got the support. They've got the opportunities. They've got the amazing people around them. They've got there's a lot of haters, obviously. Whatever you do in life, you're probably going to have some haters, but that's more about them than you. And I was like, and I was admiring, I just admire like successful, famous people, not because of the material wealth that they accumulate, just there's just something about it. It's just something that draws me to them. And I was like, how, like, I can't, and I told myself this story that I can't be that because I'm not a talented pianist or singer or songwriter or guitarist or drummer. I'm not a talented music. Like, music just passed me by. I didn't get the music gene at all. So I'm telling myself this story. I can't get what they've got because I haven't got what they have. And then I think it's Mark that speaks at the end of the song. And I got again, I don't know if you can pick them up on camera, but I get goosebumps thinking about this bit and when it comes through. He says this, and this was the game changer for me. And I really want you to, or I encourage you to be open to let this phrase drop, let it sink in, marinate in this phrase. Marinate? Marinate. Correct me on that one. I really do encourage you to just sit with this. Mark says at the end something like this. All we try and do as a band is create music and songs that people can sing along and dance to in the club. I'm getting a little bit emotional about that. And like, he doesn't say all we try and do as a band is try and get as famous as possible. All we try and do as a band is just get as successful as possible. All we try and do as a band is get as big as possible. All we try and do as a band is get as much money as possible. All we try and do as a band is get as many girls or guys as possible. All we try and do as a band is get as much love as possible. He didn't say all we try and do as a band is get anything. He said, and he meant it. And this is the philosophy of them. And I really want you to catch this, especially if you've got a desire for success, for getting more. All we try and do as a band is create stuff that people can have a good time to. That was the game changer for me. I went from this whole mentality of how can I get clients? How can I get money? How can I get a bigger business? How can I get the bigger house? How can I get the nicer car? How can I get the girl? To what's my intention? What am I here to put out into the world? What's the legacy that I want to leave behind when I'm gone, when Matt Smith lies down his physical body? What do I want to leave behind? How do I want people to remember me? What do I want the experience of people that are watching my stuff or consuming my stuff? What do I want them to experience? That was the game changer for me. And as soon as I shifted from this what can I get to what can I give, it's like the floodgates of energy and inspiration and motivation and ideas and like life. The floodgates open to all that stuff, and it just. And I can't create fast enough. I can't speak fast enough. I can't do and give fast enough for all this stuff that's coming through me. And like my body temperature is like high. A lot. That's like I'm getting hot now, and it's not a hot day. Because I've got this, it's just energy. Think what energy is. Energy is heat, or heat is energy. I don't know which one it is. I'm not a scientist, but it's one of it. Like energy is heat, heat is energy. It's kind of the same thing. Whenever I've been cold, I mean, look at the words, look at the expressions. Like cold-hearted person, it's because they're trying to get. Those cold people are like, oh, like, give me heat, give me what, and they're trying to get from the outside. But if you look at the people that literally radiate. Think of like a radiator, they're radiating heat, they're radiating energy. Hopefully you feel the energy of me, like the energy radiating out of me. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I'm open to receiving your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions, your donations. I'm open to receiving all of that stuff. But all of that is just more fuel for my fire to give. And it's a constant cycle. It's a constant spiral upwards. And I really want you to catch this. So there's some area of your life that you're struggling with. And it's probably because you're in a get mentality. But I promise you, even if it doesn't feel like you've got anything to give, I promise you, if you set the intention to give, to create a great experience just for one other person, it doesn't have to be for the world, it doesn't have to be for your country or a community or a particular race or religion or sex or anything like that. It doesn't have to be for anything like that. That's right, my computer's just told me my battery's about to go, so we're going to wrap this one up nice and quick. Don't think about what you can, like get out of here of like, oh, it's the stories, oh, I've got nothing to give, I've got nothing to give, I've got nothing to give. First comes the intention. Switch your intentions from getting to giving. I promise you it'll be a game changer. It was really hard for me to accept at the time because I was telling myself this story. I was stuck in my ego of, I've got nothing to give. I'll give when I've got. When I get all the stuff, that's when I'll start giving. But life doesn't work like that. The universe doesn't work like that. You're already enough. You already have everything you need inside of you in order to get whatever you want. But first of all, you've got to set that intention of, right, I'm just going to go and give. My intention is to give, is to leave a legacy, is to create, is to collaborate, is to build. Not to try and take and get and destroy. Because no amount of getting anything will fill you up. Because you're already full. Society, parents, teachers, governments tell you that you need to get all the way through your life. You need to accumulate all this stuff, all this money, all these possessions, all these certificates and degrees and diplomas and praise and look, you need to get the relationship, get the family, get the recognition, get. No, that's why it never fulfills you. That's why even the people with the most, look at, like we don't have to go into it too much, but look at the famous people that commit suicide. Loads of them. And I'm not saying they set out to try and get to fill a hole and then they got all the stuff and they didn't fill the hole to the end of their life. I'm not saying that's the case. When I was at my lowest, I had the most that I ever had. I had a big house, the fancy car, the relationship, the kid. I had like everything I thought was going to fill me up and that I thought I needed. I'm more full now, having less stuff through a decision to not need that stuff. If it comes, great, open to receiving it. But I'm more full now, more full of life, more full of joy, more full of energy. And I'm happy leaving that behind in the world. Because I'm not my physical body. I'm not what I accumulate in the stuff. With I'm you, we all are a space, a vehicle for that life to flow through us. It for today. If you want a better experience, shift your intention from getting to giving. Intention of creating something for the world to benefit from. Do that, you'll get what you want. Jim Rohn, I think, once said, help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. Don't give to get. You can't manipulate the system. You could, but it will still feel icky. You can't try and manipulate. You can't go, okay, I'm going to give that so I can get that. Ugh. No, that's not right. That feels ugh. You want to feel like loose, and it doesn't matter whether you get or not. Just give for the sake of giving. It just feels good to give. Listen, I'm not giving you anything material. I'm not getting into my pocket and going, here's money, or here's my watch, or here's the shirt off my back. I'm not giving you stuff, but I'm giving you something that is more valuable than the accumulation of all the stuff that I could give you. The stuff that I'm giving you is so much more valuable than actual stuff, because you can use it to build that great life, and you'll feel good doing it as well. Dissect that video. There's so much value in there. You're already feeling it. I can sense that you're already feeling it. If you've got any questions, let me know. Again, open to receiving likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, donations. PayPal.me/Coach Matt Smith if you want to make one of those. Thank you very much for watching. That's all I've got for you today. Set the intention to give. Go and give and watch your life glow up. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.